Welcome to the SharkPreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Green. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Green is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. SharkPreneur Podcast, Financial Services Edition. This is your host, Seth Green. Today, I have the good fortune to be joined by Brandy, who is the Senior Vice President at Active Wealth Management, activewealth.com. Brandy, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on today. I appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. We're super excited to have you here. I know you didn't start at Active Wealth and you didn't start out as a Senior Vice President. How did you get started in the financial services industry?
So I actually had my own financial firm, Avalon Financial, based out of North Georgia. And I met the founder of Active Wealth and we kind of worked well together. Our synergies worked good off of each other. And together we were able to kind of dominate a larger audience. So that is how I ended up at Active Wealth.
Awesome. So let's talk about who is that audience? Who is the ideal client for Active Wealth? Who are you serving?
So the majority of our clients are pre-retirees and retirees. With the acquisition of Avalon Financial to Active Wealth, we're sort of expanding that to their children as well. So working professionals, people that are kind of working on sending their children to college, they're in those accumulation years. So we serve them as well, and that is a growing portion of our audience.
Okay, and you have some expertise in some complex case design. Talk a little bit about that because you're not working with just everybody.
Yeah, so my favorite investment products are safe money investments. Those are insurance-based products, and they're really powerful tools, especially for planning a tax-free retirement. That's something that we are very proud of is our tax efficiency in our portfolio planning. And they're also very powerful tools when we talk about sending kids to college. They allow accumulation with no downside risk, and you get a portion of the upside. So especially right now with coronavirus volatility, our clients that are invested in these sort of smart, safe products are really sleeping well at night compared to those that are more heavily invested in the market.
Sure, which sleeping at night is a really, really important, especially right now in our volatile coronavirus election year. Right. Absolutely. So safe money is in, for those of you watching or listening who aren't aware of that, that's where you have the opportunity to participate in some of the upside that the stock market might have, but you're eliminating or substantially reducing, if not eliminating most, if not all of the downside risk. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Have your cake and eat it too, sort of.
Absolutely. Not too good to be true, just too good to be free. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now you brought up the college financial planning, which is my space on the financial services side. So obviously those insurance vehicles allow for the accumulation and growth of wealth without counting against you for financial aid. One of the few assets that doesn't show in the financial aid expected family contribution formula. So we use those as well on that side. What do you like best about what you do?
I really enjoy the process. So, we kind of start our relationships usually with an educational workshop or class. So meeting someone that is just totally confused and lost and feels sort of helpless, and being the person that can partner with them over the next month or two, and seeing that transition and how much more confident they are in their abilities, and helping them to kind of feel at ease about what they're doing. And many times when we do meet with people, they think that they haven't done a good job. So reassuring them that they really have done a good job and they're taking the right steps to educate themselves and partner with somebody that can help them through this. That's definitely my favorite part, is just the journey of, the transition that can happen over a very short period of time.
Sure, the magical transformation. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you don't just do good for your clients, you're also doing good for your community. Talk a little bit about, you have your own charity. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I have a nonprofit. It's RAOC, Random Acts of Kindness Incorporated. It is definitely my favorite thing that I do at all. It's very rewarding. It started with animal advocacy just within my community, and then kind of expanded just like wildfire. So I probably work in about a 30-mile radius from my home, and we do financial literacy, obviously, because that's, easy for us, and there's a need for it. And we do that K through 12. We also do it for adults, but that's a little bit more of a active wealth sort of mission. And then our animal advocacy. So we do a lot of spay, neuter, and return of feral cat populations. We rehome cats and dogs, and we do a lot of education there as well to help our communities understand the importance of it. And we've gotten some grants within our community that have made a really great impact.
Congratulations. That is an awesome mission, both financial literacy, teaching our kids what they're not learning in school, and then, of course, taking care of our furry family members, of which we have quite a few.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, we have, at the moment, we have a dog and 2 cats.
Okay.
All right. So before you got into financial services, you were in the healthcare industry. Can you talk a little bit about how and why you made that transition? Because you were working with multi-billion-dollar clients.
Yeah, I worked in the healthcare industry as a revenue management sort of role. So my company worked with hospitals, doctors' offices, insurance companies, and we helped to sort of audit their financial circle and fill in any gaps and close any holes so that they were operating more efficiently. I loved what I did, not to really toot my own horn, but I was pretty good at it. I was pretty well known within the industry. But what happened was I actually got my insurance license in 2012, so about 8 years ago. And I just kind of dabbled in it on the side. It interested me. And I made some financial moves for myself that were life altering. And when I did that and discovered the power of those tools, I decided this is what I needed to be doing. And it was just much more fulfilling. So I made the leap out of, a safe career and kind of jumped out on my own, and it was scary and hard, but it's definitely paid off. So I'm very happy about the transition, and all of the knowledge that I gained from the healthcare industry just helps me to guide my clients better now financially.
Absolutely. Without making any specific investment recommendations, how are you currently keeping your clients sane in our coronavirus election year?
We're really emphasizing some of those safe money options as investments. And then we tactically manage our portfolio. So that's different than sort of a passive strategy that kind of rides the market a little more heavily. So that is helping. And honestly, for us, this coronavirus sort of scare or nightmare, kind of depending on who you are and what you're watching, has been really good for us because of the way that we manage our portfolios tactically and then balanced with safe money. It's really been easy to make a transition for somebody coming from somewhere that either they're not managed at all or they're just in a passive investment.
That makes total sense. So how are clients finding you? How do they get into your world?
So we have a radio show. It's called the Active Wealth Show. We also repurpose it into a podcast. So Active Wealth Podcast. And that is the same mission, just to educate pre-retirees and retirees. If something kind of touches a nerve with them, they'll usually reach out to us. We get a lot of traffic to our website, activewealth.com, and there's a schedule a consultation button there. So we'll get some people to just schedule themselves directly into our calendar. But the main way we start these relationships is through our educational workshops, and we do those at colleges, universities, and libraries across Georgia.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, when people come and meet with you for the first time, what are you seeing a lot of? Like, what are their primary concerns? What are the things that they're worried about?
So the major concerns in retirement, or when people start to really think about retirement, are kind of the same across the board. They're concerned they're going to outlive their money. They're concerned about the rising healthcare costs. And then usually there's some concern about the tax horizon and what that looks like for their future. It kind of depends on the situation, with each client is vastly different. There's no just boxed up answer for each person, but outliving their money and then healthcare expenses rising are the two main concerns. And we have some safe money products that help with both of those concerns.
Okay. And what do you, you mentioned the safe money, you mentioned tactical management. Are there any other differentiating factors that kind of really set Active Wealth apart from a plain vanilla, normal financial advisor?
Yeah, so it is our approach that we want to educate our clients to the point to which they ask us to work for them. So we don't sell anyone. An educated consumer is going to be our best client. We are going to set the right tone at the beginning of our relationship and ensure that everybody knows, we're all on the same page. We also break up our specialties. So we have a Medicare and a Medicaid specialist. We also have the health insurance specialist, which is me. And then we have insurance specialties. So our team tries to focus in on and hone in on the one thing that really speaks to us. Of course, we're all financial advisors. We all have the same general information, but having that specialty to provide the most comprehensive service to our clients, I think, is something that kind of sets us apart from most financial firms.
You're a one-stop shop. One person can't be an expert in everything. You wouldn't go see a neurologist if you had a heart issue. So it makes sense that you each have your own areas of specialties and stay in your lanes and work together. What else do you want to share that I didn't think to ask you?
Well, I did already share the podcast, but I think our podcast and our social media channels are really valuable sources of information. So maybe not for our brand new clients, but it definitely helps to reinforce education for our existing clients. And a lot of times maybe things have changed over their life, or something didn't really stick with them on the first or second or third meeting. And 4 or 5 months later, they see that we've posted something helpful on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and they'll reach out to us, and it helps us to kind of stay in contact and understand our clients. So communication is really important. It's actually the number one reason that your relationships with financial advisors don't work out, is because of lack of communication. So we try to over communicate. So I would encourage people to check us out online, whether it's our social media or our website, or our calendar of events. We have tons of ways to kind of get in contact with people.
Awesome. So we'll send them to activewealth.com and the Active Wealth podcast. This has been Seth Green here with Brandy, Senior Vice President at Active Wealth. Brandy, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks everybody for watching or listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.